Hey, welcome to the Nick and Nick podcast. This podcast is sponsored by Royalty Roofing and Siding. Crown your home and your commercial property and then wrap it with royalty. Today we got a huge, big time, he's kind of a big deal, guest on the podcast, on the Nick and Nick podcast. His name's Aaron A.P. Palensky.
That's right.
Is that good?
Yeah, that's good.
Hey, thanks for joining us on the podcast today. Looking forward to a conversation. I know we just completed a project. I can't wait. I haven't heard exactly how it, in terms of, it was a house that you were selling. That we just finished the roof for.
Yep.
But we'll get to that in a little bit. But more importantly, before we get to that, tell us a little bit about yourself. You got a little bit of a background to you. I know you have one child. That's how old now?
He's 4 months. Yep. Little Arlo at home. He's doing great.
Yep. Married, got one kid. You're related to the Mancuso, so you guys usually have at least a half a dozen.
Yeah. Yeah, my mom, her maiden name is Mancuso, so
okay.
Yeah, we're related on my mom's side.
Yeah, why don't you tell us a little bit about your career? Before we get into the testimonial part, I want to talk about your career.
Sure.
It's been kind of a grind for you. Kind of started from the bottom, made it all the way to almost to the very tip top.
Yeah. So, I played college baseball.
No, before that, you're from Papio, right? Are you a Monarch or a Titan?
Titan.
Okay.
Yep. So graduated from Papillion South in 2017. Went to Southeast Community College for 1 year junior college in 2018. Actually,
why'd you do that? Why'd you go to Southeast? Because you didn't have, was that your only offer out of high school?
Only offer out of high school, didn't have any 4-year offers. Great program. You know, I knew they had a great track record. I knew that they could help develop me into the player that I ultimately became.
Because your brothers, both your older brothers, went through the program as well?
Yes, sir. Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, Sam and Ben, my two older brothers, went to Southeast.
Would you say you were under-recruited coming out of high school or devalued or just... How do you look at that in hindsight now?
In hindsight, I mean, I would say so.
Or were you just a scrub coming out of high school? I mean, you weren't.
No, I would just say I was kind of, I mean, I was a good player even when I was younger, but I in terms of my peak, I would say I was a late bloomer.
Okay.
I really didn't excel tremendously until after I had already committed to Southeast.
Okay.
Really until the summer of my senior year going into college is when things really started to take off for me.
And by that time you were already committed to Southeast. So yeah, you're dialed in for, you spent 1 year at Southeast. Great coaches. You want to give a shout out to the...
Yeah, the Parks brothers, Deanna and Tyson. Yeah, great coaches, yeah.
Helped you develop.
Absolutely, they did.
After your first year, you got an offer to...
University of Nebraska.
Right, which they don't hand those out like candy around here.
Yeah. Yeah, so I played a full year under Erstad in 2019.
Oh, that's awesome. So he recruited you out of Southeast. Okay.
Yes. Yep. So 1 full year, 2019 under Erstad, and then 2020, the COVID year, first year under Coach Bolt.
Okay.
Which they're hosting a regional. So let's go.
We'll get to that in a second.
Yeah. So played 1 year under him. I mean, both of those coaches, Erstad and Bolt, they're both tremendous coaches.
Yeah.
I love playing under Erstad just with his background. All-star World Series winner. It was phenomenal. And then Coach Bolt was just Husker through and through.
Mm-hmm.
So I love the direction that he's taken the team.
Yeah.
It's just everything's going great, yeah.
Yep. So then, but it doesn't stop there. Or do you want to stop there? Well, while we're there, let's talk about the Huskers. How big of a deal is it for them to host a regional?
Oh, man.
I mean, when's the last time? I don't even know. Maybe you know. It's been a long time.
I want to say it was early 2000s is the last time they held. I could be wrong. Don't quote me on that.
You're right.
But yeah, it's been a while since they hosted a regional, so I'm super excited for them.
Are you going?
I would love to get down to a game. I don't have any plans.
It's sold out. It's sold out like that.
Then I'm not going.
No, you're not in there. I didn't know if you got an alumni pass or what.
Nah, I don't know.
Well, they put you on the berm up on the...
maybe I can sneak in somehow.
Okay. But your days at Nebraska, you spent 3 years there, right? Or 2?
It was 3
full seasons?
No, sorry, 2.
Yeah.
Two academic years, but in 2020 we only had 15 games.
Yeah, that's right.
Because COVID, we canceled most of the season. So yeah, only 15 games in 2020.
Okay.
Yep.
And then what?
So then that June.
Were you an All-American? Were you all Big Ten? What?
My first year at Nebraska in 2019, I was second team All Big Ten.
Okay.
Yep. And then I was preseason Big Ten going into 2020, and then they
shut it down.
Didn't hand out any awards that year.
Right.
So.
All I remember is the nuke that you had hit at the Charles Schwab Stadium in the Big Ten. Was it the championship game or was it?
It wasn't the championship game, but yeah, it was against Michigan. I want to say.
Yeah.
Fun fact about that: me and Spencer Schwellenbach, who now pitches for the Atlanta Braves.
Okay.
At the time,
he was a two-way, right?
He hadn't started two-waying yet.
Okay.
He was our shortstop.
Okay.
He played a little third base as well. Next year, he was a two-way. But at the time, we were one of 2 duos to ever go back-to-back at
Back-to-back jacks?
at TD Ameritrade at that time.
Right.
Yeah, so now I don't know how many they have now.
Yeah, but yours didn't just go over the fence barely. It was over the bullpen?
Yeah, I went over the bullpen, yep. Yeah, no, I remember
Walk us through that at-bat.
I mean, so I remember it was a lefty. It was kind of a soft-serving lefty, and I was way out in front on everything.
He was tossing muffins?
He was just tossing muffins up there. And I remember it was a changeup down. I remember when I hit it, my helmet went over my eyes.
Yeah.
So I remember I hit it, and I didn't even see where it went. I just knew I made solid contact, and I knew I pulled it. So helmet's over my eyes, and I just I hit it, and I flip, and it looks like I'm tipping my cap when I hit it, but I couldn't see. So I flipped it up over my eyes, and I saw it was sailing, and I was like, oh, that's gone. So, yeah, that was fun.
Let all of us know that's never been able to get a ball out of the infield like Mason. No, I'm just kidding. What it feels like when you connect like that, do you feel a thing? You know it's gone? Or are you just hoping to pray in? Or
it's like, man, when you connect and you know it's gone, it's just like, I don't know if there's any golfers out there, but it's just when you just pipe that drive perfect,
you don't even feel it.
You don't even hardly feel it. It just goes.
What's the sound?
It's just like a crack.
It is a legitimate crack.
It's just
Or is it a?
Especially with those metal bats.
Yeah.
It's loud.
It wasn't a pinger.
No.
Ping.
No, it was But,
Okay, so that was your time at the Huskers. Now, then did you get drafted by the Yankees, or what do they call it, free agent?
It was undrafted free agent sign.
Okay, and this was during COVID or right after COVID?
This was still during COVID. It was June of 2020 when I signed. They cut the draft from 40 rounds down to 5 rounds that year.
Okay.
So
did COVID help you or hurt you in your draft stock?
I mean, I would say hurt because I think I would have been drafted eventually.
Okay.
Somewhere between 10, 20, maybe even around 30.
Okay.
I probably would have been drafted.
Okay.
But, with only 5 rounds, there's only so many draft picks to go around.
Okay.
So I'm not the only guy. There's plenty of guys that got the short end of the stick there.
Right.
But, just kind of the timing of everything, just the way it worked out. But, undrafted, still signed along with, I want to say 12 other guys signed with the Yankees in that draft class. I could be wrong. And that's just the way it worked out that year. So.
So then you go to, I don't even know how it works. So you go straight into, what is it, rookie ball or single A, or what do they do, double A? I don't even know.
So from June on, I didn't report to spring training I didn't report to the Yankees camp until spring training that following year. So from June until, I think that year was April, because I think we started spring training a month late that year.
Okay.
I didn't show up to Tampa, which is where the Yankee spring training is, until April that year, I want to say. Did spring training. I ended up not making a roster that spring, so I was in extended spring training for a couple of weeks. And then there were a bunch of injuries that happened where guys were just trickling up. The normal progression, is single A, double A, triple A, big leagues. They sent me straight to double A.
Oh, wow.
Right,
and that was Somerset, right?
That was Somerset, yes.
Yeah.
So I went straight from extended spring training to double A, which doesn't really happen hardly at all.
Because of injuries?
Yeah, because of injuries.
Okay. And you're playing right field at the time?
Right field and a little bit of left field as well. So they send me up as what I think was just like a temporary thing until guys, are healthy again to where they can play.
Right.
So at the time I was like, I'm just going to be here for a little bit, enjoy everything I can. Well, I got off to a super hot start.
Started balling.
I was playing really, really well. So I ended up staying for a while. I had a pretty early peak that season. I still ended fairly strong, I want to say. But yeah, stayed in double A that whole season. Showed up to spring training the next year having no idea what the Yankees were going to do with me. Are they going to put me back in double A? Are they going to drop me down to single A? I didn't know. I ended up going to high single A. So there's 2 single A levels, low A, high A, which is the Hudson Valley Renegades. Spent the whole season there, got off to a really, really slow start, but once late May, June is when I really started to pick up that year. Finished the season in Hudson Valley, 250, 10 home runs, I want to say, something like that. So pretty solid year, nothing to turn any heads, but, it was a pretty solid year. That next year, had a fantastic spring training, wasn't sure what they were going to do with me again. Well, am I going to go to high A? Am I going to go to double A?
Right.
Went back to high A and was lighting it up the first 2 months of the season.
Balling.
Ended up going to double A that year. Finished that year with 22 home runs. So it was
in double A at Somerset?
Between high A, double A,
okay,
and then
combined.
A little bit of triple A in there.
Okay.
About a week or two of triple A. So
right.
I had 2 home runs in triple A that year. So yeah, from between those 3 leagues, had 22 home runs that year. So then going into spring training again, I'm like, I don't know what they're going to do with me. Are they going to put me in Double A? They're going to put me in Triple A? I don't know. They put me in Double A, and I really didn't have a good year hardly at all. Only had 1 home run that year.
Okay.
Got released in August that year, so played almost a full season, but really nothing. Couldn't capitalize on the year before.
What was the difference between the year before and that year? Was it mental? Was it physical? Was it the personnel? Was it the fit?
Yeah.
What all goes into that?
I think it was mainly a mental thing. I had this block I just couldn't get over.
Or were you done playing? Did you feel like you were ready to move on with your life?
I don't think I really felt like that until after I got released, because I wanted to play as long as I could, and after I had got released, I was just at a point in life where I was like, I had a good time playing baseball.
Right.
I did well.
Maximized it, yeah.
Didn't make it to the big leagues, but I feel like I did everything that I could. So I was just ready to move on from there.
Why don't you while we got an audience here, why don't you do some name dropping? Some of these chumps have no idea the studs that you were able to play with while you were in the Yankees organization.
Yeah.
Can you name drop just a handful of them? Who you got to play with and who you got to travel with? And
for sure.
I mean, we'll all recognize the...
Yeah. Guys that I actually played with, so
Yes.
not like a rehab guy, because, guys get hurt, they go rehab.
That counts, so too. You got to play with them. You got to warm up with them. You got to hang with them.
And I'll name drop those guys as well.
Okay, then go ahead.
But guys that I came up with, we got Austin Wells,
Yes.
catcher for the big leagues. We
Yep.
got Ben Rice,
Yep.
DH, first base.
Yep.
Jason Dominguez, a few pitchers, played with Will Warren. And I know that there's plenty of guys that I'm forgetting.
Right.
Oswaldo Cabrera,
Oh, yeah.
Oswald Peraza.
Yeah. Judge came down.
I never actually rehabbed with him.
Okay.
I did play a spring training game with him. I
Okay.
suited up for a spring training game.
All 6'8" of him or whatever it is.
He's massive. He's big guy. I know that there's more that I'm forgetting. Ron Marnacchio, that's another one, pitcher for the Yankees.
Okay.
And then other guys spread out throughout the minor leagues. We got Trey Sweeney, Caleb Durbin, Matt Sauer,
Yeah.
J.P. Sears, Ken Waldachuk, Luis Medina. I mean, list
Goes on and on.
It goes on.
The
There's
who's
plenty
who
guys.
of Yankees baseball.
Yeah, for sure. But guys that I rehabbed or that came down for rehab,
Yeah.
got Stanton.
Okay.
Rehabbed with him.
Juan Carlos Stanton. Okay.
Yeah. Garrett Cole.
Oh yeah.
He came down, and funny enough, I actually played him in a game of chess. So he rehabbed with us, and we're playing chess in the clubhouse. And they're like, "Who's the best on team?"
At chess?
Garrett Cole goes, "Who's the best chess player on the team?" And they all start pointing at me because
really?
I was the best bad chess player. Let's put it that
Okay.
way. So ended up being a good game.
So who won? He did?
Garrett Cole won.
Okay, he's pretty good then.
Yeah, he is a pretty good chess player. But yeah, who else? Oh, man. Luke Voigt, Gio Urshela, plenty of guys.
Everybody.
Yeah.
What are those guys like personally?
I mean, they're real humble guys. They really are.
So you can have conversations with
for
them.
sure.
There's not a bubble around them.
No, they're
just regular guys.
They're just regular guys. They don't walk around like they're better than everybody else.
Right.
They're just big leaguers that are really good at baseball. Everybody there's a really good baseball player. They just they've made it where the guys in the minor leagues haven't made it yet.
Yeah. What does it boil down to between? Is it like a fraction between the guys that make it and the guys that don't?
Mm-hmm.
And what do you attribute that little sliver to?
Yeah. So the superstars, they're obviously,
Gifted.
They're on a different planet.
In every phase.
In every phase of the
mentally, physically,
Yes.
skill set.
When you look at the average big leaguer and you take the average minor leaguer, there really isn't that much of a talent difference.
Okay.
The pitchers, they still throw 95.
Right.
They still throw nasty breaking balls.
Right.
The hitters can still hit bombs. It's just the big leaguers, they know how to do it every day. They do it day in and day out. They know how they can recognize they're going into a slump.
So it's a consistency?
It's a consistency, yes.
Okay, that's the major difference between somebody that makes it and doesn't?
Yes.
So they're doing it
They're doing it day in and day
like
out.
clockwork.
Yeah.
It's just a part of their operating system.
Yep.
Okay.
Where the minor leaguers, they'll ride roller coasters. They'll go on high highs and they'll go on some low lows. So.
And what do you attribute that to? They're not fully invested or fully committed, or they don't see themselves at that level yet in their mind's eye?
It can definitely be tough, in the minor leagues because, you have that vision of being in the big leagues, but it just seems so far away.
Right.
That sometimes it could be a mental block. Some guys, they just need to mature as a player and as a person, really, to break through, to make it to the big leagues. But I would say it's not a huge. I would say physicality is not a huge part of it.
Right,
I would say it's mainly upstairs. Yeah.
That's interesting. Who's the coolest dude that you've met along the way in terms of an MLB guy, whether it's for the Yankees or a different organization where you guys are just hanging out? I don't even know what you do.
Yeah.
It's like, man, he's a cool dude.
Yeah. I did like Garrett Cole. He was a really nice guy. And, he's a family man. Like, I remember when he rehabbed with us, so my wife would go to all the games. I remember she said she saw Garrett Cole's wife and kids coming to his rehab game.
Wow, at Somerset?
At Somerset, yeah, which I thought that was cool.
Right.
It's like his wife,
they're in it.
They got, I don't know where they live, but I'm sure her and her kids had something to do.
He's on a $1 zillion contract.
Yeah, but they still went to his game. I think,
just like every other wife and kids.
Yeah, so I think that speaks, that he loves his family and it was just cool.
Okay, what's your favorite memory as a Husker and then as a Yankee?
I would say my favorite memory as a Husker has got to be the home run. It kind of sucks because we lost this game, but it's got to be the home run that I hit in Bricktown Ballpark in Oklahoma City for our regional.
Okay.
It was in the first inning. We were playing Oklahoma State, and I just
piped one.
I just piped one left center. It was a 3-run bomb to put us up, I think 3-0.
Okay.
And we had a lead all the way up until the 9th inning. We ended up losing it.
Oh no.
So, but man, for that home run, it was a lot of fun.
Electric.
It was pretty sweet.
Okay. How about as a Yankee?
As a Yankee, I would say my favorite memory was the first couple of weeks when I was doing really well in AA.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody gave me the nickname Babe Ruth.
Babe Ruth. Okay.
And I was just. Because I was just some dude that came up from extended spring training that was just
right. They didn't a nobody.
Yeah, nobody knew who I was, and they're like, "Who's this guy, Babe Ruth over here?"
Absolutely balling.
Didn't quite live up to that name.
Okay.
But that was cool.
Favorite ballpark? You got one? Comes the first to mind, whether pro or college.
In the minor leagues, I would say in Hartford, Connecticut, the Hartford Yard Goats.
Okay.
Dunkin'
I heard of them.
Ballpark.
Yeah. You've been up to I forgot about the Cape too. You didn't even tell us about the Cape.
I did play in the Cape for 4 days.
Okay.
4 days. It was after my season, summer of 2019, going into my junior year. I finished summer ball in Winchester, Virginia. Our season was over. The Cape was just finishing up their season. So they needed extra players on their team for the Chatham Anglers.
Right.
So myself and a few of my teammates from that Winchester Royals team went up to play for Chatham that summer. Yeah, for the rest of their season.
Okay, let's land this thing. We'll bring it to current day. The Huskers play, when's the regional start? Tomorrow in Lincoln.
Yep.
Got a tough regional.
It's a tough one.
What do you think? I mean, they're the #1 seed.
Yeah.
Give me some of your perspective on the 4 teams, and then what's the likelihood that they're going to be able to get out of the regional?
I mean, Nebraska, they're a great team this year.
They are. Solid. Are they older guys?
I think they do got some older guys that have come back, but I just think all round they just know how to play.
Offensively,
defensively, pitching. They got a good team, and really college baseball and really college sports in general. March Madness or even the college football playoffs. It's just getting hot at the right time.
Right.
So I just think Nebraska they need to put the Big Ten tournament behind them.
Yeah.
And they just need to go into this regional with a mindset of, hey, we're here, we're hosting, let's show out for a home crowd.
It's sold out.
Just peak at the right time.
So we got the Huskers, and they're going to face the Jackrabbits first round. I mean, they're no slouch.
No,
they
they're
give
not.
them fits every year in a midweek, and many times beat them in the midweek.
Yeah.
But so you can't overlook them. And then you also got Ole Miss and Arizona State.
Yep.
So.
Yeah.
Do you have the Huskers getting out of the regional? Yes or no?
Absolutely.
Okay, without a shadow of a doubt.
Without a shadow of a doubt.
And then how far do you have them going? Do you have them coming to Omaha in your bracket?
I'm gonna pull a quote from Coach Erstad.
Okay. Please do.
We don't have a crystal ball.
Okay.
We can't see. He would always give that answer. I think if Nebraska plays well, they can play with anybody.
Okay.
I truly believe that. So I think if they're playing their game, I don't think there's a team that they can't beat. But it's going to be a hard road.
Okay. Do you feel like they're playing their best ball right now, or? It's hard to say after the Big Ten tournament, that awkward.
Yeah, it's hard to say, but again, I think it's just peaking at the right time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, appreciate that perspective. Let's land this plane.
Sure.
I want to talk about your experience with Royalty Roofing and Siding.
Mm-hmm.
Now, you had a personal property in Council Bluffs
Mm-hmm. Yep.
that you put on the market, if I'm understanding it correctly. Maybe you can walk us through the process.
Yeah.
So you put it on the market. You contacted Royalty Roofing and Siding, Mason Prasosky, regarding the property. Well, why don't you finish the story?
Yeah. So yeah, me and my wife we're still selling our house, trying to get it sold. The roof, I had a feeling it might have been an issue just because of the age of it.
Okay.
We had some problems since we moved in that we've just kind of patched here and there because we didn't want to do the full replacement.
Right.
No, there were several.
We ended up, we were going to have a showing one day, and we were cleaning up the house, getting ready to leave. And as we're leaving, it hadn't rained for like 3 days, but we just got done from a big rainstorm, but it was like 3 days past.
Right.
All of a sudden, I got water coming through my ceiling.
Okay.
So I'm
and
just
the house is on the market?
House is on the market.
Oh, shoot.
And I'm just like, what the heck? It hasn't rained in 3 days. Why am I getting water?
Right.
So I had a water leak. I called Mason right away, and I was like, hey, man, I think we need to get this taken care of. So
Yeah, because you can't sell a house with a roof that's leaking.
Can't sell a house with a roof that's leaking.
Because a leaky roof translates into mold and
sure.
rot and all kinds of problems.
Yeah. So the whole process from start to finish, it was very quick, very easy to deal with. Everybody that I've dealt with has been phenomenal. Mason was very punctual with his responses. The crew, they were, they worked hard.
Yep.
They did a great job. I can't say enough good things.
Okay, so about the insurance, was it an insurance, or how did the insurance go?
Yeah. Insurance adjuster came out. Mason met with him at my house.
So you filed a claim
Yes, I did. I did file a claim.
because of the water that came in, or was there hail damage, or both?
A little bit of both. If my memory serves me right, there was hail.
Okay.
So we were able to get it covered under insurance.
Okay.
And it was a really smooth process.
Mason met the adjuster out there, showed the damage, and the adjuster said, yeah, this is legit. And then they end up covering the roof.
Yes.
Because you had a shingled roof and you also had a flat roof from what I've seen on the photos.
Yep.
All of that was covered under insurance?
The shingled roof was covered under insurance. The flat roof was not.
Okay.
But we ended up doing the whole roof anyways. Just get the whole thing
Getting it done, yep.
Give ourselves the best product that we can sell to somebody.
Yep.
So that way we can finally get our house sold.
Okay, so the process from start to finish, the communication, the end result. Tell us about the end result. It looked like they put on a beautiful black.
It looks awesome. And then they also replaced a gutter on the west side of the house. It looked like in the past a tree might have fallen on it. There was just a big dip in it.
Okay.
So they put on a new gutter, and it just looks great.
Okay, talk to us about the value of having a project manager like Mason on the job, working with the insurance company, working with the crew. The value of having somebody like that you can trust,
Absolutely.
Executing the job at a high level. Because this thing's on the market. People are coming the next day or two or week to come look at it.
Yeah.
So we can't be playing around here.
Yeah. I mean, just the expertise, I don't have any experience dealing with stuff like that. So it's just nice having somebody that you can trust that will go to bat for you. A little baseball term.
Yeah, hey, threw it in there.
Yeah, he'll go to bat for you, and he'll do everything that he can. And just the process, getting it covered under insurance, the quality of work. It was the time from claim to install.
Oh, there you go.
It was just it was.
It
quick.
moved along.
Yeah,
Good.
moved along.
Yeah,
quick.
because this puppy's on the market. I mean, we got to go now or never.
Yeah. So it not enough good things I can say.
Okay, was this a 5-star experience?
I would give it a 5-star experience.
Why would you recommend Royalty Roofing and Mason to, whether it's friend, family, neighbor, whatever?
Yeah.
Why would you do that?
I mean, I would just say one, it's a good local company with good employees.
Yeah, that helps.
Yeah, absolutely. Two, I mean, just the time frame again. I wasn't battling for months trying to get this thing taken care of.
It was efficient.
It was efficient. The quality of work again, and how quick they were able to get it done from when they showed up to when they left on the day of the job. And just again, like everybody that I talked to was so helpful.
Good.
And it was not at all like pulling teeth or anything. It was smooth sailing. It was awesome.
Okay, I appreciate that. So bring us up to speed. Bring us up to speed on where the house is. Is it still on the market? what value did a new roof bring to the property? Did you keep the same price point? Bring us up to speed where we're at currently.
Yeah, so still on the market. We ended up, after putting on the new roof, we relisted actually at a little bit of a lower price.
Okay.
I think we were a little high to start. We didn't get much traffic, didn't really have any offers.
Okay.
After putting the roof on, we dropped the price. We have gotten an offer. We ended up, it was still not quite what we wanted,
Sure.
so we didn't accept it.
Right.
But got a better product at a better price. So I'm hoping now that this will help.
Good. And then you want to give a shout out to your real estate, your property for one, and then your real estate agent. Who's representing
Absolutely. Yeah, we got Kyle Lormer with Remax.
you? Okay.
So yeah, Kyle's doing a great job. Doing everything that he can to help.
Let's get this thing sold.
Yeah, let's get this
And
thing
then
sold.
what's your plan after the sale? Are you already in your new house, or are you in the house currently, or what are you doing?
Don't have a plan in terms of we don't have anything under contract for moving to. Especially with everything that's going on, we think it's best to wait until our house is sold because
I agree.
Council Bluffs, the market isn't like it is in Omaha.
Right.
You know, just looking on Zillow, there's houses in Council Bluffs that it seems like they're struggling to sell.
Right.
So we're waiting until we're at least under contract with selling our house before we go in and put another offer in on our house to move into. But yeah, we're trying to move over to the Sarpy County area in Omaha. So
Okay,
yeah.
awesome. Lastly, I want to give a shout out. I see this. I forgot to mention. I don't know if I mentioned shout out on your Pella windows and doors.
Yep, Pella windows and doors right here.
Aaron, I really appreciate you being here.
Hey, thank you, Nick.
Enjoyable, you bet.
Thank you.
Thanks again for joining us on the Nick and Nick podcast. Thanks again, Royalty Roofing and Siding. Be sure and hit that subscribe button. We'll see you next time.